Hello, all you people out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Kurt, and I couldn't wait to film this one. Like, the lava lamp's not even heated up. We've got an unbagging. What's in the bag? Stay tuned to find out. That's right, it's been a while since we've done an unbagging or an unboxing on this channel, and I've got something fun, at least I think it's really fun, in this bag here. This has come all the way from the United States, from a very, very good seller on the Ghostface forums. Yes, it's a Scream unboxing. This is from Caleb. Caleb was selling some masks last month, and I saw one that I've been kind of chasing and looking for quite a while. Casually, maybe not looking for, but certainly if the opportunity arose, I wanted to grab one. And this was an absolute steal. Now we're going to get into what makes this mask a steal and what's interesting about it. But first, let's open up the bag. Now, this is just a satchel, and that's totally fine. It is just a Ghostface mask. There's no tags or anything in this one. So it should be fine just to rip it open. And normally I'd like to see a Ghostface mask shipped in a box, but because we don't have a tag on this one, it's not a problem at all. Won't damage the mask, and we are good. Now, I love to see this where it wrapped, that's it, just the bag. We're wrapped really, really nicely in some bubble wrap, which is great. And I'm not quite sure how big this is going to be out of the bubble wrap, so we may do a little bit of a extended look. And that is why I say I'm not sure how big it's going to be. This, my friends, is what's known as a droop hood or instant disguise Ghostface mask. Now, we've got actually a pretty nice condition, ooh, very soft, rubbery Ghostface mask inside here. We have a very, very large shroud hood on this, as you can see, and we have basically a full-length cape in this, which is really, really neat. What makes these so special, aside from what you can see here? These guys were released in the late 90s, but there are a couple of different variations of these guys floating around, and they're known as an instant disguise. This was Funworld's first attempt at really putting out something that would go all in one, like a Ghostface robe, that was all one piece, hence an all-in-one or an instant disguise. You've got a really nice cape that sits over your shoulders, and then this really, really, really big shroud hood around the front. Now, this is an EU mask in here, an Easter Unlimited mask, and this one's actually quite interesting as it's what's known as a small paint. You can see up in the nose here, we actually have a very small application of paint. It's a variation of mask that is seen briefly in Scream 3. It's actually the mask on the mannequin in Milton's basement, or Roman's basement, in the basement of the party scenes. Now, this guy I picked up for an absolute steal. He's a little rough. We're going to need a little bit of a wash, gentle hand wash for this one here. There's a couple little marks on the shroud, and we do have some pulling just of the stitching up on the top here, but that's okay. The mask does have a nice little chip in the paint, but we're going to leave that because I actually think that looks really nice. And just an overall general clean for something like this. So these droop hood style masks, or the instant disguise style masks, I remember seeing online on eBay back in the early 2000s when I was just setting foot into the world of horror, and obviously my very first sort of searches for horror masks available. I remember seeing these on eBay when I was in the school computer labs back in like 2005, 2006. And I always thought these looked really cool because they had the big hoods that Ghostface was sort of known for, and I always thought that the standard Funworld style masks, you know, just the little tassels, that always kind of looked really weird. And I've wanted one of these for many, many years, but they tend to be a little bit more on the pricier side. They don't show up much here in Australia. There are a couple of different variations of these made as well. You can get these with Generation 1 masks in there. There are Generation 2s, so the Gen 2s from Scream 2. You've got the beautiful EUs, and I believe there may be a HN variation as well, or an MK. I'm not 100% sure, but there are variants of these, as they were just another one of those pieces that they'd put out trying to get merchandise out onto the shelves during the Scream frenzy of Scream 2 and Scream 3. It's really, really cool. Now, Caleb did an awesome deal on this one. This was sitting up on the Facebook groups for about a month, and it sold for $25 US. It's very, very cheap. It is a little bit of a beta. It does need a little bit of work, and we do have the full-length cape. But it's something really unique and neat in this collection that I haven't had before. And I think even with the cape kind of balled up or rolled up, and then this on a foam head, it's going to look beautiful. A little bit of reshaping, and this thing is going to look like $1,000,000. Now, I won't do one shots of this guy at this stage. I want to do some repairs and some cleaning, but eventually I may do a reel or something like that to show you how this looks. But all in all, this was an absolute steal of a piece. It's my most recent Ghostface score, and it's something that's really, really unique, something really different for the collection, and I'm super, super glad to have this. And I really want to thank Caleb for selling it to me and then shipping it all the way down here, down under. It got here safe and sound. Absolutely love your work, dude. Thank you so much once again. That's about it for me today, guys. I just really want to show off my newest Ghostface score, and you guys love seeing unboxings and unbaggings and all that fun crap, so it works out great for the both of us. I do have some more Ghostface stuff coming. Obviously, we are in the middle of the year. We don't have a whole lot of horror stuff on the horizon at this stage. We're still ages away from Halloween, about halfway to Halloween if the Facebook memes are to be believed. But I've got some very, very interesting stuff coming in the very near future, including some Lordy stuff and some Killer Clown stuff. So we've got some horror coming your way really soon. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, I've got a whole lot more Ghostface on this channel. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to have a watch and tell me if you own one of these guys, or you remember seeing them in store, or you've always wanted to own one of these. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Until next time, I'm out. Hello, all you people. Oh, fucking.